everyone. I hope by now you've been able to make it through workout number 1 and workout number 2. Workout number 3, I'm going to be using 2.5-pound weights and 5-pound weights. All of these movements you can still do without body weight. Let's really work on mastering your focus in these movements before we worry about getting too heavy with anything else. So make sure you get your workout started on your watch, grab some water, do as many rounds as you can, and have fun.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We're gonna start off with hip twisters first. Woo, there you go. All right, as we rotate the hips, we want to keep the upper body as stationary as possible in our movement. Okay, and we want to just rotate the hips in the beginning, really focus on the rotation, and then once you start to feel comfortable with the rotation, then you can add a little bit more speed to intensify the movement. Now, things that you want to really focus on is, number 1, make sure the stomach is nice and tight. Good. Good. One we show without the arms. So put the arms down to the side. Good. If your arms get tired, then we can just do the rotation without the arms. But if the arms are getting tired, then the exercise is working. So arms up. Yes. All right, here we go. Last 10 seconds. Rotate, 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 rotate. Make sure you breathe. Do not hold your breath. Yes, and done. Nice. All right, second one is going to be wide stance, high to low rotation. Okay, so the wide stance is the legs, the feet. Make sure that the toes are facing forward. Good. Make sure that your hips and your shoulders are in alignment. Good. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate from one hip to the opposite shoulder. Yes. Good. 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 Bend over just a little bit more. Perfect. And come up. Good. When you come up to the top, make sure it mimics you throwing a bucket of water over the shoulders. Yes. You're picking up from the bottom, from the hip, and then over the shoulders. From the hip, right over the shoulders. Good. Make sure that we breathe. And then in 5 seconds, we're going to switch sides. 2, 1, and switch. Good. All right. When we breathe, we want to exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Preferably in through the nose, out with the mouth. Good. All right, last 10 seconds. Good. So if you see the wrinkles in the shirt, think of those as muscle fibers. Those are the muscle fibers that you're working on. Those wrinkles. Yes. Beautiful. All right. Switch. Number 3, transverse back step with lunge or to a lunge. How you feeling?
Good.
All right.
Warm.
Good. All right. 4, 3, 2, and go. Now, our starting point was 12 o'clock, and she's going to step out to 4 o'clock. Okay, notice that she is keeping the front foot facing forward at all times. She's stepping, lunging with the front leg only. Also want to make sure that you step out and lunge far enough so that the front leg becomes straight. Yes, so you may want to take a bigger step. There we go. Awesome. Good. Notice how her back is nice and straight. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Now, on this side, we're going to add a little bit of a pivot. Not a little bit, we are incorporating a pivot. So come back up. Yes. Notice how she steps out, hips are open, she pivots the back leg. Now both toes are facing the same direction. She comes back up, pivots back to 12, and finishes the lunge. So this is a new thing that we're incorporating in the lunge with pivot. Beautiful. Nice. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and done. Perfect. All right, next one, single arm press with rotation. First. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Perfect, good. Now, notice in the beginning, she was facing forward, toes are facing forward. As she rotates to one direction, she pivots the opposite leg of the direction that she's rotating to, and she pushes the arms upward at an angle, not upward, but at an angle. Yes. Make sure your stomach is nice and tight. Make sure we squeeze the rotating glute, And we exhale as we push. There you go, good. Yes. Good. Another thing is you want to make sure that you keep your weight distribution even and we're not leaning on any direction. Perfect. That's when you know you're doing it right, where your hips do not move. Good. Last 10 seconds. Good. Keeping your stomach nice and tight. Squeeze the glute. Stomach nice and tight. Squeeze the glute. There you go. Nice. Perfect. And done. All right. Number 5, single leg transverse toe touch. All right. Notice her starting point is going to be our 12 o'clock. Okay, so she's balancing on her left leg. All right, when she starts, she's going to bend. Now notice the knee. The knee still stays facing forward, but her body and her foot angles to the side of the leg that's bent. Okay, so that front knee stays facing forward the whole time. It does not move with the upper body. Perfect, good, nice. Make sure the stomach is nice and tight. The arms are counterbalanced to the leg. Beautiful. Last one. Awesome. Go ahead and switch sides. There you go. Nice. Good. Go ahead and rotate. Yes. Good. So again, knee should be facing forward. Arms are facing that direction, and her leg facing the same direction. So we're moving or rotating through the hip. There you go. Nice. All right, last 3 seconds. 2, 1, and done. Beautiful. All right, number 6, around the world toe taps.
So I'm going to use a dumbbell instead of a step like we've normally used. You can grab whatever you want. You can grab a pillow, a dumbbell, whatever is easy for you to lightly tap for your cardio. Notice how she's on the balls of her feet. Good, she's not flat-footed. Nice. Beautiful. Good, making sure that she breathes. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So if the left leg is reaching, the right arm is counterbalancing. It's called contralateral. You want to challenge a little bit? Sure.
All right, let's go ahead and show ipsilateral. Yes. There you go. All right, so ipsilateral is same arm, same leg. So there is no counterbalance, and she's doing a great job of not rotating her body too much. This is perfect. So the last one was opposite arm, opposite leg, contralateral, same arm, same leg, ipsilateral. Just to make it a little bit more challenging, a little bit more fun, and working on coordination. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. All right, so we're going to start off with our next shoulder flexion split stance. So we're getting into our split stance position. Her front foot and her back foot are both facing the same direction. And go. All right, so notice that the heel is up. We don't want the heel to come down because once I drop the heel, that throws everything off. So this is her leverage point. Boom. Straight, straight, straight. Right into the shoulder. Good. As she raises the shoulders up, there should be a straight line from the dumbbell to the elbow, to the shoulder, to the hip, to the knee, right down to the ankle. 2, 1, and switch sides. Good. All right. Other things that we want to focus on is, or are, stomach nice and tight. We don't want the back to arch when we lift the arms up. Good. If our lats are tight, when we lift our arms up, boom, and in the back, if the back arches, then that tells us we have tight lats. So you want to maybe kind of stop right before the lat or the back starts to arch. So go ahead and alter the movement of it. You can start there, finish there, come back down. But the goal is to go all the way up. Awesome. Go and switch. All right, plank, hip dips with rotation. Whew. All right. So she's starting off with her side plank. And good. All right. So So notice that her elbow is right under the shoulder. Beautiful, good. She's not hanging on the shoulder, she's actually stabilizing through the shoulder. Perfect, good. As she rotates, her core or the center of her body is straight, it's not dipping. Good. Yes, stomach nice and tight, dropping the hips. Beautiful, not touching the floor. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. All right, here we go. Last 15 seconds. Good. And notice that her feet are on top of each other. That increases the intensity. You can always place one foot in front of the other, which makes it a little bit more stable, which makes the exercise a little bit more easier. Awesome. And done. All right. Next, crossover lunge with bicep curl. All right, here we go. All right, 2, 1, and go. All right, so when she first started, she started off at 12 o'clock, and then she crosses across the midline to 2 o'clock. That's the crossover. When she comes right back up, she does a bicep curl. Nice. Good, so that's a transverse lunge to a bicep curl. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. All right, so now on the last, the first 30 seconds, she did the bicep curl on the top. Now on this one, she's doing the bicep curl at the bottom, increasing the exercise because of the time under tension that the legs are under. And I missed the balance, that's my fault. And you can also create, or you can also add a balance at the end, which she did in the first one, which I forgot, I missed. There you go. Different variations of this movement. Awesome. All right, last one. Dumbbell chest press, incline chest press with rotation. All right, starting off at 12 o'clock. All right, she goes into her rotation and she pushes both hands up at an angle, 45-degree angle. Boom, good. When she rotates, pivot the opposite leg of the direction that you're rotating to, and squeeze the glute. Squeeze the abdominals, squeeze the shoulder blades. Smile. Yeah, there you go. Good. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Yes. Good. Good. Yes. Good. Nice. That's where all the power is, right there. That's where all the stability is. It has to be nice and tight, beautiful, and stable. Good, last 10 seconds. Yes, good. Push, there you go, good. All right, last 3 seconds. 2, 1, and done. Beautiful work, good job.
Oh,
woo, nice work.
I really feel the intensity from number 1 and number 2. That was awesome. Do round 2, do round 3, maybe go for round 4, and we'll see you for workout number 4 soon. Have fun.